Hi everyone, welcome back to class. I hope everyone had a great week. We're going to get things started with another 2MC. This 2MC is called the You Pick 2 scenario. So you have 3 commitments, and the first main one is that Google has requested you for an interview, and they have 2 interview slots. But both of these times have conflicts that you previously have obligations for. During one time slot, you have class, and class is based off of group participation. Your group is really counting on you to be there. During the nighttime interview, you have a dinner obligation with your friend. He's flying in from UCLA. He's just here for one night, and he's been having some issues with his family, and his parents are going through a divorce, so he really needs a friend right now. So as you guys know, the decision-making framework that we've talked about in the last couple weeks, now we're going to incorporate tragedies into this framework. So just a reminder, tragedies is the temptation, rationalization, ambition, group pressure, entitlement, deception, incrementalism, embarrassment, and stupid systems. So now that we've recapped tragedies, we're going to talk about the first step of the decision-making framework as well as the tragedies, because those 2 things are linked best from the decision-making framework to the tragedies. So first, what are the issues in this situation? So some of them could be opportunity costs involved in picking one over the other. Google's your dream job and you really, really want that internship. Also, your friend has been having family problems, so he's really counting on you and needs you there for him right now. And finally, class in the university is really expensive, and it's just wasting money, and your grade can go down if you do not attend class, and your group's counting on you, so that would not be good in keeping those commitments. So let's talk about the tragedies involved in this 2MC. The temptation to miss any event and kind of your values go into this part of it's tempting to miss dinner with your friend if you really value your professionalism and your academic career. And there's temptation to miss class if you really value your friends. Some of the rationalization involved is coming up with ways that makes it okay for you to miss one or the other. So thoughts in your head that make you think, oh, I just saw my friend a couple weeks ago over break. It's fine. They'll totally understand. That's an example of rationalization. Or another would be like, everyone misses class all the time. If I just miss it this once, it's not a big deal at all. So those are some examples of some rationalization. Some ambition examples would be, you're very ambitious. You want to have the greatest internship possible. And so that's very important to you, so you might just blow everything else off because that is your number 1 priority and you really have ambitious dreams in your life. Some group pressure examples would be pressure from your friend and really the importance of this dinner and really sticking to your commitment would be an example of group pressure. Another example would be pressure from authority, so people saying how important that interview is and really making sure that you stick to that. So those are just a couple of the tragedies that are involved in this 2MC. And why don't you work with your group members at your table to try to come up with some examples for the other half of them. And just make sure that you usually can fit almost every letter and apply it to this scenario specifically, but don't force it. So some of them are better than others, but make connections that actually count and actually are relevant to the situation. So I'll take a couple minutes and work with your friends, and then we'll take it all back together and discuss what you came up with.